The worst thing a woman can do in a relationship is to give up on herself. I've been there, and let me tell you what I learned from that. It's one thing to sacrifice everything and anything I have, and it's another thing to sacrifice me, my personality, my belief system, my standards, my entire being. I'm not even talking about extremes like dating a narcissist, which I did too, and it was a really, really good experience. Those people are just a different level of manipulation. Like, he tried everything to rip me apart, attacking my appearance, my personality, my behavior, my attitude, my relationship with other people. But even in a healthy setting, there is a tiny bit of toxicity. Let me explain it why. There is no such thing that we love each other in equal way. There is no such thing in a relationship that 50-50. Someone always loves more, and who loves more gonna make the more compromises. They're gonna make more sacrifices just for the relationship and for the other person. I started the video with women because I see more women losing than men, and I'm not sure if this is because we are emotional creatures or because this is a motherly instinct that we want everyone happy, we want to keep the family together, we want everyone fulfilled and satisfied, no matter how much we have to sacrifice ourselves, or because we are selfless. Thanks society teaching us that we cannot be selfish. Do you know how many times I saw women being judged that, oh, you don't think about your family and you don't consider your husband just because she choose herself. So they choose the piece to be a good mother and a good housewife and a good girlfriend. Obviously, you don't give up on yourself overnight. These things happens over time, like with tiny steps, everyday things you don't even pay any attention to. For example, I like the red wine, he likes the white wine, and I'm gonna find myself more and more that we are drinking white wine because I love him and I want him to be happy. And especially if we are talking about a family and we have a working mom with kids, in a perfect life, those life chores around the house and everything else would be split, and a woman would have the support of the husband. But in reality, that's not how it happens. Usually, it happens that the woman wakes up, prepare the kids, take them to school, go to work, come home, cook, clean, do the laundry, I don't know what, and then sit down for dinner. Well, guess what? If we have working mom with kids arriving to the point that she can have dinner after the kids went to bed and there is a white wine on the table, even though she craves red, she's not gonna have the energy to explain or to justify or ask or whatever. She's just gonna have that white wine and go to sleep. That's what happens with women being in a marriage for 20-30 years and getting a divorce and being totally lost. Like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I like. Yes, darling, because you adapted and you adapted so much that you literally forgot who you are. Now, there are two groups of women nowadays: the one who says, I'm going to compromise and I'm going to drink the white wine, and the other half who says, I'm going to have the red wine by myself. Am I saying that one situation is better than the other? Yes, I am. You know why? Because the single woman enjoying her red wine in peace, emotionally regulated, she knows what she wants. She's never going to get lost because she stands for who she is. Even though a man going to come to her life, that man going to drink the red wine most of the time. The woman who said, I'm going to have a family and I'm going to make the compromise and the sacrifice, her entire life going to be and dependent on someone else. I'm not saying she's going to get divorced, but she's living someone else's purpose. Sorry to say it out loud, but these women are trapped. If they are not strong enough to say, I want the red wine, they're not going to be strong enough to quit that relationship, to have a different life, to choose themselves.